2-minute theology question number 16. What is the difference between diocesan priests and other types of priests? Well, we look at the two groups. There's diocesan priests, and the other priests are priests that belong to a religious order. I think we can look at three things that distinguish the two groups of priests: mission, location, and promises. So the mission of a diocesan priest is to be a co-worker with the bishop, and the bishop will assign him to a parish in their diocese, and they are kind of like a general practitioner. So the diocesan priest will hear confessions, celebrate mass, visit the sick, teach Bible study classes, teach RCIA, help with the financial aspects of the parish. If they have a school, he'll help out with the school. So kind of just everything going on in the parish. This is what the mission of a diocesan priest is ordained to serve that mission. The mission of a religious order priest is based on the charism of their order. So if we think about a Franciscan, they are radically devoted to poverty and service of the poor. If we think of maybe the Dominicans, they are typically have a charism of study and of preaching and of teaching. So they might focus only on that aspect of their ministry. If we think of the Carmelites, they have a charism of spirituality and prayer. So location, a diocesan priest is assigned to a particular geographic area, a diocese or an archdiocese. So the bishop can assign him anywhere within that diocese to serve at one of those parishes. A religious priest, however, depending on their order, their superior could send them to a different state, a different city, or all the way across the world to a different country. So those are the priests that, depending on their charism and where they serve and what they do, they could be sent anywhere across the world. And a diocesan priest typically lives at the parish he's assigned to with maybe the other priests that are assigned to that parish, and they would live together in what's called a rectory. And the third distinction is the promises they make. A diocesan priest promises to pray daily the Liturgy of the Hours. This is, outside of the Mass, is the official prayer of the Church. So it's a set of psalms and readings that a priest promises to pray every day. He also promises obedience to the bishop and his successors. So when the Diocese of Savannah gets a new bishop, our promise to Archbishop Hartmeyer is now made to the new bishop coming in. And then the diocesan priest promises a life of chaste celibacy in imitation of Jesus. A religious order priest makes promises of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So poverty means they don't own any personal possessions. Chaste celibacy, also an imitation of Jesus, and obedience to their religious superior. So a diocesan priest can own things like he needs to own his laptop, he needs to own a vehicle, and, a life of simplicity, but not the radical poverty that religious order priests would live. So they would maybe have a community car that their superior lets them drive, or a community laptop, or anything you can imagine. So those are kind of the three main things that distinguish religious order priests from diocesan priests. God bless y'all.